we shall not be moved. We shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for a contract, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for a contract, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're stronger together, we shall not be moved. We're stronger together, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. We're fighting for an increase, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for an increase, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. Respect. We're fighting for respect, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for respect, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. Justice. We're fighting for justice, we shall not be moved. We're fighting for justice, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be moved. With the workers behind us, the workers behind us, we shall not be moved. The workers behind us, we shall not be moved, just like a tree that's planted by the waters. We shall not be.
And happy Tuesday, everybody. It's time for another episode of SEIU Says. And I am Charlie. And SEIU Says is a union show, weekly news union show, dedicated to our union members and non-union members and the communities they live in. SEIU Says is sponsored by GWC, Goldberg, Weissman & Cairo, Illinois' largest personal injury and workers' comp law firm. If you have questions in regards to that, get a pen, everybody. And that phone number you can dial to call is 312-588-7630. That number once again is 312-588-7630. And that's Goldberg, Weissman & Cairo, Illinois' largest personal injury workers' comp law firm. And I have an announcement. I do apologize for that. I have an announcement coming up today. Happy Tuesday once again, everybody. Spring is almost here. And so what do people do when the weather gets better? They go to outside visuals. And we have a visual coming up on Monday, March the 24th at 5 p.m. outside of the Cook County Jail on 26th and California, and that is what my guest is here today. Could you introduce yourself, please?
My name is Nadana Carter, and I'm with the Mental Health Movement and Southside Together Organizing for Power, better known as STOP.
Okay, better known as STOP. Now you, okay. All right, you guys have a website. What is your website?
Our website is stop.org. www.stopchicago.org.
Okay, that website is and just so you know, because we have two guests today, and so we're going to try to put a pint into a quart. And so what you don't get, you can always follow up and get the information by visiting these websites. So you can get current information so you can know what's going on and go out. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day today. We thank you for allowing us into your homes today. That website is www.stopchicago.org. That is www.stopchicago.org. Now, this visual that's coming up is in regards to, there's a lot of mental health clinics that are closing down. And that's something a lot of people, they need to know about this and what you can do to try to prevent this from happening. So talk about that for us today, would you?
Well, the reason that we're holding this vigil is because over 45% of the people that are in Cook County jails are struggling with mental health issues. Mm-hmm. And the city of Chicago is now trying to close the last 6 mental health clinics. And the reason that we're going to the county jail is because that is where people that are in the county jail can go to for last resorts. It is a safety net for the city of Chicago. And the way the city has determined to close those clinics is by not accepting any insurance, not county care, not any type of managed care. So then they will put all of the people that are under those insurances out of the clinics.
Okay, so I guess my question is, so mental health is just so, and she's gonna come back because when you think about, because I had a conversation with her prior, and it's like when you speak of mental health, the definition of that is very broad. So you could be a functioning, people can be functioning and things like that. It ranges from schizophrenic, bipolar, autism. So it's a huge thing with that. So it's not just that people that go to jail or in the Cook County Jail have mental health issues, but it's just that the clinics that are in communities, and I think the clinics you were stating that were the ones that were targeted and closed down, were basically the ones that were on the south side.
They were on the south side. They were in poor and disadvantaged communities where people have no place to go to shop for food. They're not working. They're having problems living in apartment buildings where management is not taking care of it.
The building slumlords, basically.
Absolutely,
Okay.
slumlords. Very wealthy slumlords. So-
Okay. Okay, so like me, for an example, so if I had a mental health issue and I needed to go to my area would be closed down. So at that point, what would I do in a case like that? What do I do?
Well, let's see. What would you do? You would go to the county hospital.
Okay, I would have to go to the county hospital.
You'd have to go to the county, and this is the problem. The county doesn't have a psych ward. So what the county would do, if you were registered with county care, you go to the county and they'd say, well, okay, we're going to refer you to someplace. The problem is it's a wait of 4 to 6 months to refer you to someplace.
4 to 6 months.
That's right.
So if I have a condition, for an example, something happened to me, maybe I did, I don't want to make a joke of that, maybe I did sniff glue. No. But, and that's not the case, and you really want to, but if I did, and these clinics are closing down, I would have to be referred to Cook County Hospital, and then the wait time to actually be seen is 4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months because they do not have psychiatrists. They're under county care. County care is a referral insurance program. So what they have is a list of private providers that they will send you to because there are not enough private providers. There's a waiting list. We have had people that were taken out of the public mental health clinics because they signed up for county care, and in September they signed on and they were not able to see a therapist until February.
So what happens to someone that's like in that incubation period or whatever, and they're trying to get well, they're trying to get better? What do they do as a result of these clinics closing down, and why are the clinics closing down?
Let's answer the first.
Okay.
There is no real answer. People struggle and survive. In 2013, we had better than 400 suicides in the city of Chicago. That's directly related to mental health clinics.
So the majority of the suicide statistic was due to the fact of the mental health issue.
It's a mental health issue, not necessarily the public mental health clinics, but it is a mental health issue when you don't want to live. That there's something happening. Now, what you can do is call 311.
The city non-emergency.
The city non-emergency, and what they'll say is, we're really not sure where to tell you to go, so they'll put you to the Chicago police. The Chicago police have no clue of where to send you. Now, the reason that there are so many people in the county jail, a good number of people are committing crimes so they can go to the county jail and get medication. It is the biggest mental health clinic in the state of Illinois.
Okay, so people that have conditions and they're trying to get well, and as a result of this, I want everyone in the city, it's very important, we want to take heed to this because we have a pledge card. I gave you the pledge card because we have so much information we want to try to cover. Because I mean, a lot of people may be hearing this and you say, well, what can you do? How can I get involved with that? What can I do in results to that? So I'm going to show you a pledge card, what you could do right here. And you probably may not be able to, I'm going to maybe try to zoom that in to try to get that where you can maybe see it. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So the pledge card is on the website, and the reason that I want to show the pledge card is that we believe here that we're aware and we're conscious of the problems and the concerns And not only are we conscious of it, but we are ready to come up with a solution for this. So we just don't want to just be there with empty holes, gaping mouths wide open, like, what can we do? What can we do? So with this pledge card, if you can come out to the vigil, if you can make it out, that's great. It's going to be next Monday at 5 p.m. outside of Cook County Jail. And with the pledge card, you're able to, it asks, I will call my alderman, I will visit my alderman, I will invite the mental health movement to speak to my congregation, block club, group, union, or school. I would like to come to the mental health movement meetings. I can help with making phone calls from home or other ways I can help with that. And the seriousness of this is that, as she was saying, that a lot of times people are not well and they're trying to get the medicine and things like that they need. And unfortunately, the crime rate has increased because these people feel that the only way that they can get medicine is by being incarcerated.
Absolutely, because then you're guaranteed to have your medication. There are a lot of people that develop schizophrenia at an early age and go untreated and undiagnosed for 10, sometimes 15 years. They're acting differently, they're lethargic, they hear voices, a lot of things are happening, and they're not diagnosed. If you have a public mental health clinic in your community, you can get diagnosed within a few weeks because there is someone to help you. If you don't have any place to go and you recognize that this person has a problem, they have to wait 4 to 6 months. A lot of things can happen. They can commit suicide.
Well, a lot can happen in 4 to 6 minutes.
Well, 4 to 6 minutes, absolutely.
Right.
What part of the commitment, though, is we're asking people, telling them never go to your alderman alone, because there's always power in people. Grab a friend, a neighbor, someone you know. Have a contingent, a group of people go to the alderman so the alderman recognizes how serious this is. In 2012, all 50 aldermen voted to close those clinics, leaving their constituents with nothing.
Okay, so all 50 aldermen, and you can also get the point of information from the website. All 50
Yes.
aldermen, we researched this, of course, as well.
Absolutely.
That all 50 aldermen closed to have these mental health clinics closed down. So there's sometimes we walk down the street and we see the people sometimes, and we know that there are things that are going on. It makes us wonder, and I know, like me, myself, as well as a lot of people, you would like to do, what can I do to help? Do I just want to give them money? Do I want to give them clothes? Do I want to just give them some food? You want to give them more. You want to see people have an enriched life. So we encourage you to possibly try to come out to that vigil if you can. And if you're not able to make that vigil, you can go visit that website at Get a Pen, everybody, today, because that website is www. Your website.
StopChicago.org.
That website, once again, is World Wide Web.
StopChicago.org.
That's right. And then you can get information in regards to that, and you can be a part of making a difference in communities. So I want you to introduce yourself again.
My name is Nadonna Carter, and if you have any questions, please feel free to call me. It's 773-366-5184.
That number once again?
773-366-5184.
Okay, and we definitely will be having her back, and there will be video footage of what's going to take place at the vigil. So if you guys aren't going to be there, you won't be able to make it. At least we want to be able to bring the message home, and you could feel the presence, and you could want to be a part of that movement. All right, this is SEIU Says. We are sponsored by GWC. That is Goldberg, Weissman, and Cairo. That is Illinois' largest personal injury and workers' comp law firm. We have a video we're going to show, so pay attention.
Got the people on the end over there. That's every night.
Sleep as well. And I got decided the same. I've been homeless for about maybe 10 years.
And it was forced to shut down after the pipes froze.
This was a warming center too, and so we have a lot of people that's suffering inside the area.
people who have to get to work still go to work. They come in here, they're sitting in here with their coats on, waiting to go to work. We're going to take them to work. Tonight we're going to pick them.
I am Dwight. I'm homeless. I'm now employed with the Veteran Center, and hopefully I'll be gaining me a place of residence through the Veteran Center. Amen.
Maybe even join a few to proud. Celebrate your life and do it just like me, and be a soldier. Be all that you can be. I can't take you for granted because I know your pain. Might not know.
By the age of 12, I had a set of twins. And usually at the age of 12, a young child would be playing for dolls in school, but
48 felonies. Been in the penitentiary 3 times. It's a great place to be. It's home by the people, and everybody's practically family. They come here on a regular basis.
And I'm here to say, I'm off crack. It's been a whole year since I've been off. A whole year. This place has been a success for me.
We have to center, we are not a system. It is so wrong to take advantage of something that we have got, something that's so low.
So come here. It's okay, 50 cents to Cane Drive. I just get it at 5636 South Cane Drive. RTW Veteran Center.
People ain't get the back no life. You get the back no life.
All right, that was the opening door to the RTW Vet Center, and this is the CEO, the founder, Mother Moses, as they call him. Introduce yourself today.
Hi, I'm Miss Arnetha, and I'm the Executive Director and Co-Founder of the RTW Veterans Center. And RTW stands for Veterans Committed to Remaking the World.
So I know as we were looking at that, and some people may snicker and laugh at things like that, but these were people, veterans, actually served the country.
Absolutely.
Right, so these are our war heroes, people that helped us to be here, that have our freedom and things like that. So everybody, I want you to get a pen, because she has a fundraiser that's coming up, and we're going to have her back again. So what is your website for it's right here, www.rtwvetcenter.org. I'm going to go over here. That is www.rtwvetcenter.org. Now, the RTW Veterans Center fundraising event to help reopen the center because of damage caused by the winter weather. That event is going to be, that fundraiser is going to be this Saturday, March the 22nd, 2014, at the University of Chicago Art Incubator, southeast corner of 55th and Prairie. The time is going to be from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. It's going to be food, fun, and entertainment on 55th and Prairie. Yes, it is. So you want to try to come on out? That's going to be this Saturday, March the 22nd. And the great thing about that is you saw Channel 7 News was out. You had an experience. Talk about that.
Yes. Well, first of all, let me just say this. The guest right before me, the gentleman that you saw in the video that said that he was a convicted felon 42 times, is a 8-year, 2-term veteran, Navy. But what happened is he came home and he went undiagnosed for mental illness due to post-traumatic syndrome, PTS. So he went undiagnosed. So based on the fact that he was undiagnosed, he kept getting arrested for his behavior in the streets. And his behavior was like, people get into fights and arguing because it was undiagnosed. So the center serves so much more than just, and we give away free food every day.
They give away free food
No
every day.
veteran hungry.
No veteran is
anywhere.
Hungry. Free,
so if they can
veterans.
Get to the center, they can eat. And what has happened is because of our compassion, it founded as a vet center, but if you walk in and you need a meal to eat, we feed you, because how do we turn you away? If you're hungry, you eat. Our primary concern has been veterans, but we service the general population because if a lady come in with her kids and say we hungry, it's not God that we turn her away and we have food. So she eats too, but our primary core program is if a veteran is hungry, we feed them. If they need clothes, we give them to them. If they need housing, if they're homeless and we found that's the last day they're homeless. We're not funded by the city, state, or federal government. Everything is done through our retirement accounts. And we serve over 4,000 free meals every single month.
4,000 meals.
Documented because the people that come in, they have to sign in for the meal.
I think there's something wrong with that when people, they go away and they're shell shocked when they come back. And so they have these situations and, you know, they're not being well taken care of. But we have a caller. Caller, hi, this is SEIU Says.
Hello, how are you?
We're excellent. How are you today?
Good. I was calling, but she basically answered my question. I wanted to know, did you all just cater to veterans, or do you all offer service for non-veterans that's homeless?
We do. We cater to veterans and their family. Our primary concerns veterans, their family, and then the general population. So yes, if you came and you had services, we would help you every single day from the center. 4 vans leave out and we take people to work. Those are jobs that we went out and found. We initiated the contact with those factories. And because they're so far out, people can't get to work. But these are people that would allow them to come because it's just assembly line work, it's repetitive work. But they have the dignity of work where they haven't been able to get a job. Why? Because they can't keep a job. They have issues. But they can go and make boxes. They can put together boxes all day long and be fine. They can talk to the boxes and they can think the boxes is talking to them. It's okay. They get the boxes done. You know, they can put, you know, a box on a conveyor belt. It's okay. So we just meet them where they are and help them to survive. So we take 47 people to work, jobs that we've gotten. We're not a placement agency. Well, I can't say that anymore. I guess we are. We don't get paid to be a placement agency. But we just try to make people whole.
You're a need filler.
Right.
You feel the need. You feel the void.
Yes,
you feel the concern.
absolutely.
You bring the community back.
Yes,
you awaken people. You encourage people. You cultivate life.
Yes.
You keep the main line going.
That's
you're
right.
a provider.
Yes.
You're an educator. You're a shielder.
Yes.
A lot of things.
Like all that. Keep going.
We don't have enough time.
Okay. Food. Our basics is food, clothing, and shelter. And that's what the Word of God says that we should do. Every believer has a mandate.
Okay, you all, we're trying to get a longer show, and so what's going on is she will be back. We're gonna have her back. I believe it'll be next week, and she's gonna be able to. We talk more about this in regards to this. But what we want to touch on was the fundraiser that's coming up. So I mean, if you want to participate, if you want to come out, you want to see. Definitely, because you all got those pipes fixed and everything. Because you all got donations, you got the pipes fixed and everything.
We do have the pipes fixed, but we accrued a lot of debt in getting the work done that we needed to do. Replacing the furnace, repiping the building, replacing toilets, replacing sinks. So we still need to eliminate the debt that we picked up in doing it. Come out Saturday, March 22nd.
What's the address?
5501 South Pereira, the University of Chicago Art Incubator Center from 2 to 5. And come out and just enjoy yourself with us. And don't forget your checkbook.
Right. And even if you don't make it, when she does come back, we're going to give that website in order for where you can make those donations. You could be a part, and we could just try to heal this city from within. So this concludes our episode, and I'm Charlie Bonds. This concludes our episode of SEIU Says. We thank you very much for letting us into your home. We will be here on next week. I hope everybody have a wonderful, safe spring. Same bat time, same bat channel. Enjoy yourself.